What I need to say to you is that the healthy child is a heat-seeking missile for what they want, and that's good news. The problem is that the parent needs to be in good enough shape to hold a boundary. So healthy parenting, if you like, is the child saying, push, 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 I want, and the parent being able to be in good enough shape to accommodate that, not to be pushed along and not to shame, because that's what happens. If the parent isn't in good shape and the child says, I want, I want, I want, the parent is likely to say, for God's sake, can't you see I've got enough on my plate already? And the child, boom, goes into shame. Or the parent says, oh, come on, all right, then you do it. And you end up with the falsely empowered child. This child has no boundaries. This child won't respect authority figures like the parent and all the other authority figures they'll run into in their life. And they will be the kind of child who turns into someone who is kind of arrogant and entitled and so forth. This child will be an experience of shame, and won't want to express their needs, won't want to push up against the parent body and read parent body as other authority figures and things in their lives. Okay, they're extreme examples, but that's the kind of thinking around it. So the work that needs to be done is to encourage the child to ask, to push, but the parent to be in charge. And sadly, nowadays, I think too often parents are either very, very stressed, very tired, very pushed themselves, or due to a number of reasons, breakdown of relationship, a whole range of reasons, become the child's friend rather than their parent. And I am a believer that the parent needs to remain general on the hill. You guys have been there, I've been there, I've lived that life, and if you can get a GPS signal on where your child is, but not stand with them in their life, at their age, doing it for them, or micromanaging them, but standing on the hill, trusting your parenting, being able to comment and guide and support, that's a much better place to be. It's actually a much less stressful place to be. What we come across is adolescents, 13, 14, 15, 16 years old, with parents who don't know, for example, whether they should have access to the Facebook page or be across the social media networks that their children are on. Often the child has got all the power or the parent has all the power. Neither is right. We need to be collaborating with our children when they hit that age. Now, one of the things that I would say is from 13 to 15, I think it's a very good idea that the parent displays trust in their own parenting, that they don't seek to micromanage or over-control, but they can sort of stand back, have access to their child's community network, social activity, without overtly commenting, and encouraging the child to talk to them about what they're going through, but very much letting that child learn by their mistakes within the container of the parent knowing what's going on. It's very important that the parent stays in really good shape themselves, so sleeps well, eats well, and has kind of self-respect, dignity, self-esteem, is in good shape themselves, because in the teen years, they're going to kick, they're going to push, they're going to beat their wings against the nest. And if you react to them, you're going to end up feeling bad. So shouting at the child, reacting to the child, giving the child so much power. So in the same way as I said earlier, either shaming them or falsely empowering them.